Booyakasha! Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk and collect everything PlayStation. Only going to be a short one this week, folks. Not a lot's been happening. I haven't been game hunting as usual, and a lot of my free time has been spent packing parcels and things like that, dealing with people buying stuff off my collection. I just want to give a quick update as well. I know it's kind of fallen to the wayside at the minute, but the Silent Hill 2 fund, we've made another sale, nothing great, but this is the total here. We're up to £41 now. We literally have about 5 days, so I don't think we're going to make that. We need to get to £59, so we need to sell £17 worth of stuff. We still have more than that left to sell. I've got probably about 25-30 quid's worth of stuff still listed. It's just not moving. It is a lot of junk. For instance, like all the DVDs I bought from a charity shop and things. So they may go, they may not. So I'll leave it till next week's video, the grand conclusion of how far we got and whether we made enough to purchase Silent Hill 2 for £1. But yeah, like I said, we'll leave that till next week. Now, as for the game collection, selling it, it slowed down a lot. Obviously, the first week, it was just mad. I did send off a bundle last night of, I think, 5 or 6 games, and then we had a couple of singles go out, but it slowed down a lot. My grand total at the minute, we're at £1,873 and a few pennies. We've still got, I think it's in the region of 480 games left listed, so still a few to sell. Some of them are still higher end games as well. Manhunt 2, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. We've got Siren Blood Curse, Lollipop Chainsaw. So there's a few, you know, £50 to £100 games there. There may be a couple more that I've missed. We've still got Def Jam for New York. That's like a 40 quid game, I believe. So there's still money to be had there. I think if we sold it all, we'd be close to the £4,000, like I've said before. We're about the halfway mark at the minute. So it's going okay, but it has slowed down a little bit. Now, I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm not quite sure what you can see there, but I have started to move my shelf around there. We've got the Metal Gear Solid games. I'll show you all that in a moment. I just want to show you my pickups because I got a nice pickup this week, which is something I've wanted for a really long time. Not that it was out of my price range, I just didn't want to spend the money that CEX and other people are asking for it, just for what it is, and you'll see why in a moment. But anyway, the first pickup I got this week was Hot Wheels Unleashed on the PS4. I saw this on Retro Ghetto's channel. He had the Xbox version, and I thought that looks pretty cool, and it's cheap enough to buy. So got that. It's a little collector's edition with a steel book. Let's get it open. You get a car with it as well, and then you get this little steel book. But the game looks absolutely sick. I love the graphics on it, so I will be giving that a playthrough shortly. I'm really struggling at the minute to get into a game. I think I'm just so excited for Silent Hill 2, and it's the third today, so we have literally got 5 days, and it's just on my mind that I want to play that game, and I don't want to get stuck into something else. I did start Sekiro, just couldn't get into the groove, so I played Plucky Squire. I don't know if any of you played that. I really enjoyed that. I finished that off. I then started Epic Mickey, just couldn't get into that either. I've not played the original, so maybe I just don't like the game. I wasn't that fussed. And then I started Numata, which was my next pickup, because this was a pre-order. Started Numata. Horror title. Graphics look pretty good, but like the enemy AI and stuff really lets it down. I'm not going to lie. I'll put some footage up of the enemy AI. It's shocking, to be honest. I've sunk about 4 or 5 hours in this. I just can't stick it anymore. So I don't know what to do, whether to just grind on and finish it, or just to put it aside. But in the meantime, like, I've stopped playing that at the moment, and I just downloaded WWE 2K24, and I'm enjoying it. And to be honest, I haven't played a wrestling game since the PS2, so I haven't played, I think it was like SmackDown Just Bring It. I love SmackDown, I love Attitude, I love Warzone, and then obviously the releases on PS2, I've kind of stopped at Just Bring It, I think, which was quite early on, and I've not played one since. So it's quite fun to get back into that. Actually, I'm on a career mode, so I am enjoying that game, but it's not really a story-based game, which I generally play. I just don't want to invest into a story at the moment, because I don't want to cut it short to start Silent Hill 2, if that makes sense. But I do have a nice stack of games here. Some of them I've never heard of, some of them I've heard of, but they was cheap. Basically, Dave from the Wolfpack, Dave Chungus, check out his YouTube channel. He gave me a message in the Discord, and he said that go on Sports Direct website and go on the little 3 lines and go down to outlets, and then there's a game outlet, and then clearance or whatever. There's cheap PS4 games and PS5 games, so that's what I did. I had a look, and I picked up a few. Now, I know I said last week the game isn't having any of my money, and Rob picked me up on this, Retro Rob, but the emails and things come off Sports Direct, so am I technically buying them off game? I haven't bought them off the game website, I bought them off Sports Direct. My confirmation email and all my delivery emails were from Sports Direct, so I think I've kind of got through a loop there, but yeah, going forward, game can suck a dick. But anyway, I put a bit of footage up of these games if I can find any, but basically I just like the look of them, or the games I've heard of, and I wanted to give a go. So we've got Dark on the PS4. Help Lloyd wake up from this lucid nightmare. So I have no idea what this is. Like I said, I'll try and get some gameplay footage. We've got Cobra Kai 2, Dojo's Rising. Beauty of this is they're all sealed as well, which is nice. I got Gungrave Gore. Been meaning to buy this for ages. I just haven't got round to it. So these games, well, I bought 11 games and they come to £138. So it's a little over £10 a game, which I didn't think was bad. We then got Art of Rally, the deluxe edition. So it's a nice cardboard sleeve. I don't know what else you get for a deluxe edition. You get a patch and a collector's poster. So that's pretty neat. I saw this on Retro Getter's channel. It looked pretty good. And then Jordan from Wild Game Hunting, he was playing this. He said it's good, but it does get very challenging. It's quite a hard game to play. And then the last PS4 game was the House of the Dead remake. And I love this. This has got like a lenticular cover. You can't really see it because of the cellophane, but then you get some cool stickers and standees and stuff as well. So yeah, pretty happy with that. 30 quid that was originally. Wow. And then PS5, we got Like a Dragon. I think it's Aishin, I don't know, but I like the look of this. So I picked that one up. Afterimage Deluxe Edition. Don't know what the hell that is, but it looked cool, so I grabbed it. Solstice on the PS5. I'm just loving this style of artwork and things, so if I'm seeing games and they're cheap, I'm going to pick them up. What's this? Exoprimal. Now, Jordan did say, I can't remember which ones he said. He said, I'm sure 2 of them are online only, which, bit of a shit situation. I mean, I should have read up on them. And then we got Outriders World Slayer. So, I got a fair few games now to crack on with. I don't really need to buy any more, if I'm honest. Obviously, I'm going to, because that's just the person I am, but I got a good few to crack on with. And then we got 13, the remake on PS5. Now, I just sold my PS2 version, so it's nice to get this. And this is like, I don't know, it's all like embossed, or it's all risen on there, so I don't know if it's a special edition or anything, but yeah, I really like that case. Actually, it just looks like a sleeve. It's like a clear sleeve that just goes over the top, so that's pretty neat. And then we move on to the main pickup of this week. Like I said, this is something I've wanted for a long time. It's for the PS1, and it's expensive for what it is. I just didn't want to spend the money. So, it's a little story. This was for sale on, it's £125 in CX. eBay, you're looking at 120-ish. This was on sale on Vinted for 95. I favourited it. I left it there. I was chatting to the boys on a group party chat on the PlayStation. And I said I'm going to offer him 60 quid, so I did. It was declined. maybe 3 weeks later, he dropped the price to 85. I offered 60 quid, declined. A few weeks later again, he dropped it to 75. I offered 60 quid, declined. Last week, or the week before, probably the week before now, because I've had it a couple of days, he dropped the price to £65. Now, bear in mind, it's £125 in CX. He dropped it to £65. I sent an offer for 60 quid. And then I didn't give him a chance to respond. I thought, do you know what? For the sake of a fiver, I'm going to buy it. I could trade this into CX for a profit in cash. I could get a lot more profit in voucher. Or I could stick it on eBay or whatever. Anyway, enough dilly-daddling. That game is Metal Gear Solid, the twin pack. Now, probably seen a couple of other YouTubers get this now. I'm just so happy to have this in my collection. So now I have every PS1 version of Metal Gear Solid. I really don't know what to do about these stickers. I don't know whether I don't want to damage this cardboard, if I'm honest, because that's what you're paying for, let's be honest. I don't want to damage it, pulling it off, but it's annoying me that is hiding the Konami logo. It's not immaculate condition, but it's not bad for its age. There's a bit of whitening on here and, you know, on the edges. But it is all complete. It's got the platinum version like you're supposed to have, and then you've got the VR missions. These are in really good condition. The manuals are mint and stuff. So I said mint. You know, I'm really happy with the condition of these. This one has actually got it's Konami 99. It's like a catalogue. There's actually 2 of them in here for whatever reason. I don't know why. I can't even open. There we go. But yeah, it's really good, Nick. So I'm over the moon with that. And this hasn't been like some people have got the cardboard and then they've made them up. The one way of telling is they say not to be sold separately. Obviously, if this was a platinum you just bought and stuck in that box, it would have a barcode on. The same with VR missions. So at least I know they are the original boxes to go with that. So yeah, I'm over the moon to have that. And as you can see, I have left the space there for that to sit nicely. Just to finish that off, that little display. So I'm going to get all these games put away now, and I'll just show you how the room's looking, because I'm really paranoid of how it's looking now. Now a big chunk of my games are gone. But yeah, let's just have a gander at that. Put these games away, and I'll show you what's going on. Right, so there we are. Not a lot's changed since last week, obviously. Just means we filled these shelves a little bit more. PS5's getting a little bit fuller though, which is nice. So we've nearly filled a full row there, which if they were all side by side, that would equate to 100 games. There's about 50 per shelf. But obviously I've got some front facing, which is going to slow that down a bit. But yeah, and then PS4 there. Still need to get some more of these, but these are like rocking horse shit at the minute. And I'll just have a word with you about those in a sec. But yeah, that's that at the moment. And the shelves you can see behind me, I've just got 2 of my favourite horror games up the top, Silent Hill and Evil Dead. Then got the Dino Crisis 1 and 2. We've got the Resident Evils, Gun Survivor, Director's Cut, and then the original trilogy there. I've actually got those the wrong way round, haven't I? Like a numpty. So, they need to go like so. So that's 1, 2 and 3, and then we've got the Metal Gear. So they're my favourite PS1 games, and then everything else is as was. So that's it this week really, folks. I've not really been up to much. Not a lot to talk about, if I'm honest. Not a lot's happened with the gaming news either. I have seen that Japan, with their pre-orders on the 30th anniversary, you have to have a 30 hours of playtime on your PSN account to order one, which I think is good. It'll help stop scalpers. Jordan showed me that from Wild Game Hunting again, because he's pretty shit hot with his game news. So thank you for that, Jordan. But those special editions, they're only on PlayStation sleeves. I really wish I kept my mouth shut, if I'm honest, because I mentioned it on the video. A few people said, oh yeah, they're cool, I'm going to buy some. Then TVM mentioned them in his video, and he said he's seen them before, but he did mention me and say he watched my video. They're pretty cool. He's going to keep a lookout for them now, which is a bit of a problem because like we kind of share a CEX. So his local CEX is one of my locals. So where I am, I've got 2 that are roughly the same distance. They're both 20 minutes away from me, but in different directions. The one of them is his local, so if there's going to be any there, he goes there a lot more than me, so chances are he's going to snap them up, the little bastard. Only joking, mate. But yeah, but another thing is Laura went in there looking for me the one day, and she asked one of the members of staff, and he actually said, "You've got no chance, love," because one of the people who worked there is a game collector, and he's also a reseller. So if anything like that comes in, he has first dibs, which I didn't know, which is a bit of a pain in the arse when you want to do it yourself. So it is what it is. I can't say I wouldn't do it if I was in his position. If this cool stuff was coming in, I'd buy it myself with my staff discount and flog it on for profit or whatever, or keep it myself. So can't knock the guy for doing it, because I would do exactly the same. But yeah, it kind of makes me think it's not even worth looking in that CEX anymore, purely because you've got that member of staff, and then TVM's going to be looking at them as well. And then also Retro Ghetto, he said that he's seen them and he wants to start collecting them now. I'm like, right, okay. The ones I seen on eBay that I favorited, they're all gone. So I still need 3. I need Bloodborne, I need Shadow of Colossus, and I need The Last Guardian. They're the last 3, and I cannot find a single one. To be honest, I haven't looked for a couple of days, so I may have a look after I've recorded this, but I haven't seen any. People have been snapping them up now, and I'm not saying I'm this big trendsetter, but I mentioned it, and then 2 other YouTubers the following week have mentioned it. And they've just all gone. They're all gone. And they're bigger channels than me, so they can have a wider audience. So they're showing other people. And yeah, they're all gone. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut in future of things I'm going to start collecting, I think, and just show you when I finish the set. But anyway, yeah, so they're really slow at the minute. I've got some nice additions to the PS4, PS5 collection. I haven't bought a lot of PS5 games, if I'm honest, lately or in general, because there's not a lot to buy. Obviously, Silent Hill 2 will be a PS5, same with Metal Gear. But yeah, I'm thinking of picking up Stellar Blade. I've heard good things. It's a bit like a Nier Automata kind of thing. And apparently they're releasing a DLC where there's a Nier DLC in it, which would be pretty cool, I think. So I may pick that up, but that doesn't seem to be dropping in price at the moment. If I can get that for around 30 quid, I'll give it a blast. And Dragon's Dogma 2, I still want to pick that up as well. But Silent Hill 2 is hot on my agenda at the minute. I'm kind of just like something in my head. I cannot start a new game now until that comes. Don't ask me why. It's just the way I am. But yeah, so that's that for this week's, folks. It's not been a great video, I know. Bit boring. But I'd like to thank you all for tuning in anyway. I'll keep you up to date with more stuff. We have got another Yorkshireman coming next week for the stack of PS1 games there. So it'd be nice to meet him. And I'll let you know how that goes. So I'll see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his world, PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game